Hello, everyone. How is everybody tonight? As it's the second week in the month, it's going to be cooking with me. Okay, so we're going to get started shortly. I'm going to give a few minutes to get a few people in here, and I'll bring up one of my guests in a moment. I guess we're going to do the schedule, sort of. First week is going to be trivia. Second week of the month will be cooking. Third week will be essential oil of the month, or whatever I decide. It's not a particular month because the company I work for does do an oil of the month. And then the last week or two, depending on how many weeks, we're just gonna kind of wing it for now. February there will be a little bit of a change. First week will be trivia. The second week is going to be a special event, and then everything's going to be pushed a week back. The special event, of course, is going to be the kickoff evening for the Helping Hands for Cruising Cruise-a-thon. So that's coming up on February 9th to the 12th. So that'll be something to get prepared for. And if you are interested in being a part of that, you can always message Meg or Crystal by their email. I can maybe get those posted later, or I'll put them in the details. And so who do I got in here? I have Danny D, the super supporter. Sorry, I'm looking back and forth. My computer's here and got the camera set up there ready for cooking. And then we got Lily. Hello, Lily. And we got Busby. Welcome. And I have a guest in the basement. Are you ready?
Howdy, y'all.
We got Kenny for company for now.
For now, yeah.
For now, for joining us. So I'm going to get cooking so I can get this in the oven so we can get it out before the end of the live.
Okay. I'm sure whatever you're going to be cooking, I'm sure it'll make your tongue slap your brain.
It is, and it's so easy to make. So it was a recipe that my mom got from a friend. Hello, Amy. Welcome.
Hey, Amy. Hey, Danny D. Hey, Lillian. Who else is it here? I guess that's it. Busby. Hey, Busby.
Let me get this so you guys can see it. There we go. So this is one of the easiest recipes I've ever found. It's 4 ingredients, basically. I got some chicken breasts. You can use bone-in or you can use boneless. I got some cream of mushroom soup. I got a can of mushroom stems and pieces. And a package of onion soup mix. This one's Knorr. One used to be Lipton. You can use no name brand. I've used that too. So the first part is just putting your chicken in the casserole dish. I have 3 because there's 3 of us. I've done it with 2. If you do probably the same thing with 4. I think if you want more than 4, then you want to add extra stuff to it. So let's put it on the bottom here. Let's wash my hand off. Okay. Clean in the kitchen, don't want me doing any contamination. So I usually take a bowl, or I got a 4-cup measuring cup. So I like to mix the sauce stuff separately and then pour it over. Just grab a spatula and clean this out. You know, the cream soups like to stick to the can. both at the same time. I like this camper. It's by Starfrit. I don't know if it's a Canadian company or that cuts the lid off and. Yeah.
Hey, Michelle Leonardo.
Michelle Leonardo, hello, Michelle. Well, that came out nice and easy. Scrape all the stuff out of there. And I usually pour the juice in from the mushrooms. I don't put the mushrooms in quite yet. My phone's big in here. There we go. So I got the cream and mushroom soup and the juice off of the water off of the mushrooms, because no sense of wasting it. I'm going to pour in the pack of onion soup mix. And I've got my chicken breasts already in here, and I've preheated the oven to 350. So we are carefully mix this up. Try not to get it all over myself since I have a white shirt on. I could be smart and put an apron on. Let's go that route. Let's see. Old lady one or my son? What is 401 my son's? One was aprons from college when he was doing culinary. Got a shirt on, my t-shirt on for special guest that V is interviewing. So I'll mix that pretty good.
Speaking, V is in your basement there, Michael Wayne.
Well, she is too. Hello, V in the basement.
Hello, hello.
Surprise!
They're just like, hi in the basement. I'm still in the basement.
So once I got that mixed up a bit, then I throw the mushrooms in. I just want to get the liquids mixed up. Move that in. Yeah. Mix that up a bit. And then I'm just going to pour it over top of the chicken. And I like this whisk because it's covered with like a Teflon or whatever. So scrape it out too. You want to get all that goodness in there. Cover that up with the lid. And I gotta move you guys back just a tad so I can open the oven.
Jenny, I was impressed that you kept your cool from my comment in the basement.
So we're putting it covered
Yes.
in the oven. Gonna go 30 to 45 minutes, 30 minutes, because my chicken breasts are thawed out. Sometimes when I make it, I just throw the chicken breast in frozen. That usually takes a good hour then. So that easy, that quick, that fast is already in the oven.
Yum.
How are you, V?
I'm good. My voice is...
Hello, up and close.
Sorry, that's me. Sorry.
Take you off here for now. Move me over here. We'll set the timer for about 30 minutes, and we're going to check it at 30 minutes to see if it's thoroughly cooked or not. And before that, I'll make some rice up. You can serve it with whatever kind of rice you want, but I'm just doing quick minute rice tonight because that's what we bought.
That's the best, especially during the work week. Okay, since we were 3, I figured, can we have dessert first, Michael Ann?
Sure. You got mochi?
Kenny, do you know what a mochi ball is?
No, I'm not. What is that?
I brought one for each of us. I'll tell you it's delicious for you, okay?
Make your tongue slap your brain good?
Well, it might shiver a bit.
It's one of those things you put on your head and it'll make your tongue beat your brains out to get to it.
See, Kenny? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
is the lighting better? It's like a little piece of like, kind of, I want to say like a little rice wrap.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a piece of ice cream in the middle.
It looks really good.
Looks good. To be honest, I haven't tried them yet.
Is that only a Canadian thing?
Nope. It's
This is
actually
from
a
Japan.
Japanese thing.
Japanese, sorry. Strawberry. I have it on the French side.
Okay.
See, English is like this. French is rotated on the side. I don't get it. Steve goes, water it though? He goes, I don't want to even try.
Funny thing is, I have a grandkitty named Mochi, and I haven't tried them yet.
That's why every time she says that, she says her grandkid is, have them in the fridge. Go.
We got a message from Addie.
Addie, thank you for joining us. I think you want some chicken, right? Well, tell Amy you want chicken.
I'm sorry to hear that, Amy.
What?
Hope you feel better.
Oh, no. I don't even know who's in your chats. I'm sorry.
That's the urgent care sounds is almost as bad as spending hours at the ER. Because I've had my share. I know what that's like.
Same here.
Well, same here. It's like you could go to the ER and you could be there an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you could be there 8 to 10 hours or more.
Well, see,
Been there, done that, bought the bumper sticker and the underwear.
And then they shipped it to another hospital.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Hey. Get the soap out, mister.
Fruit drink.
No butter tarts for you.
Mm.
I was like, oh, we're going to have to do it this way. I forgot the opposite. Okay, can I just say hello to everybody? Hi, Busby. Hi, Lillian. Hi, Danny. Hi, who else did I miss?
It's who in Quartzite, Busby?
Hi, Amy. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Kenny. Hi,
I know
Michael Ann.
Crystal's in Quartzsite.
Yeah.
She's there.
Hi, Paul.
I serve it with rice. I suppose you could serve it with noodles.
Oh, yeah. Over mashed potatoes.
Whatever starch you like, and then it'd probably be a good idea to have a side like a vegetable or a salad. But usually when I make this, we just have the chicken and the rice. It's so good.
But do we have to?
Mochi is ice cream.
Yeah, it's so good.
Ha ha, Paul.
Oh, Paul.
We was still on the cat. Over on the cat and hit the ground hard.
No, Lily, no.
That's been a day or two, hasn't it? She was sore last night, you know, when she was up on.
I got last night. Practice did 10 minutes. That's it.
I walked down to the grocery store and carried 2 bags back, but both were overloaded. And by the time I got home, my shoulder was sore again, but it's not better today. Yesterday I was feeling good. Oh, lucky no one else was there.
Oh, God.
I know around I don't know about here in North Carolina, but I know in Tennessee they 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 say it's a waste of time to even go to the urgent care in Tennessee because they send you straight to the ER anyway. So I mean, might as well just go straight to the ER because they gonna send you right there anyway.
I usually don't go to the ER unless it's an emergency thing because so many people, it's like their kid burps, sneeze, coughs, farts the wrong way, they're off to the urgent care or the ER. And then they don't do anything for them, and then they would come running to the doctor that I worked for. It's like, it's a cold, it's a virus, it's got to run its course.
Yeah.
Look, he's been coughing or whatever since yesterday. They didn't give me an antibiotic because it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I was in the ER. Knock on wood. I shouldn't do that. Get the dog barking.
So, Michael Ann, since you're a nurse, can I ask you something? When they give you an antibiotic, do you also take a probiotic afterwards or with it? Or what?
It wouldn't hurt to take a probiotic or make sure you're eating like yogurts with a probiotic in them so that, because we know a good antibiotic kills more than just the bad bacteria. It kills the good bacteria, and then people end up with yeast infections and all kinds of things like that. So
Yep.
it doesn't hurt to take a probiotic or make sure you're eating something that probiotics. What good thing is like the yogurts that have the
Kefir yogurt is good.
So I take it that's why a lot of doctors and things request you to take antibiotics with food. Then is that why?
well, and they can be hard on the stomach too. But there are some medications they take on an empty stomach, and that's either an hour before or 2 hours after eating, which is a pain in the butt. I would rather eat.
Ah,
I'm having dessert before it.
Lily says she'd rather make an appointment with her regular doctor and wait at home.
Don't do like my aunt. Not go to the hospital or doctor for 5 days. And then she goes, I think I can't. This pain is unbearable. And then she went to the doctor. She had 2 or 3 cracked ribs. But again, she was hit by a truck. But,
Jeez. One thing that gets me is like you want to make an appointment with your regular doctor, and depending on the doctor, sometimes they can't get you in for a week or 2 or 3, and it's like, well, thank you. I'm either going to be cured or dead by then.
Yeah.
I treat myself.
What's wrong?
Michelle said she used yogurt.
She froze for like 10 seconds.
Sorry. So, Kenny, do you want me to tell you what yours tastes like? Michael Ann, yours was very cold.
It was.
Kenny, are you ready for yours? It's
yes.
just a little ball.
Don't drop it on the computer.
It
This is how you have
reminds
ice
me
cream
of-
by portion. This is portion controlled.
Oh, excuse me.
So it's kind of like
Ah,
a pasta. Like cooked
it's
pasta.
kind of like a.
And then you eat it, and inside it's ice cream.
It's like a dumpling.
It's like a dumpling, but with dessert. Have you ever had a dumpling?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, dumplings that you've had are probably filled with like
Yeah,
pork or beef or something like that. Just think of them filled with ice cream and really cold.
It's delicious. Wait, man. But don't know.
I know I've had. I know for sure I've had chicken and dumplings, but I know that
Like,
that's different from what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. Like Asian dumpling.
yeah,
Let me pull up a picture.
Seemed like somebody had made something what they call strawberry dumplings or something like that. I can't. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
like you go to the doctor and ask when the symptoms started. My
Okay.
response,
Scott's mama has made them
There you go. They're
strawberry
delicious.
dumplings. So there you go. So he's got to get ready to go into work. He's working 12s all week.
Yeah.
That's a long shift.
I agree.
Working from 7 until 7 in the morning.
That's what
He's also got to
Steve
work
works.
on Saturday.
Oh, Steve works the 12 hours too. So here you go, Michael Ann.
After 3 12s, I'm exhausted.
Here you go, Michael Ann. Let's show Kenny what a. This is a shrimp and rice, but it's the same concept, but with ice cream. Can you see it?
He's
So,
talking.
like, if I click on this one, wait. If I click on this one, see, it's kind of like this.
Okay.
This side has a bit of like icing sugar mixed with flour sugar or something. It's really good.
Well, Lily's husband's working 12s all week too. The only 12s I did were during my nursing training. I started my nursing, my last semester of my nursing training. I was working with a lady in the palliative care unit, and we started out doing 8s, and then they suddenly changed their shifts to 12s. And that was a hard adjustment going from an 8 to a 12.
Oh yeah.
Steve, where he works, after or during the pandemic, they had to change it to 8s, right?
We stayed at 12s.
We stayed at 12s. I thought they were talking about it.
Yeah, that was when we had. Yeah, I'm not going to say that on live.
All right. I just thought at one point they were talking about it. I don't know if it went through or not.
Yeah, they were talking about it, but it wouldn't work because of the amount of staff that we had. They would have had to hire more in order for that to work.
That happens too.
So anybody joined in late, I've got the mushroom chicken in the oven. We put the chicken breast in the casserole. We mix the onion soup mix, the cream mushroom soup, and the mushrooms all together and pour that over top. It's in the oven at 350 for 30 to 40 minutes because they're already thawed. If they're frozen, I will put them in for an hour. Usually, but I'll check them in about half an hour and see how we're at. My son's got this really cool meat thermometer. Find the other piece to it. That's where I put it. Got it off of Amazon. You open it up, turns it on. You stick it in the meat. Or it's got a little spot there, and it has a wire that plugs in with a probe on the end, so you can keep it outside and with the meat thermometer in your meat, so it'll beep when it gets to temperature. And the other cool part is it's also magnetic, so you can stick it on the other part of the stove or the
Oh, so you never lose it.
or the side of the stove if you're, if you got one probe in the meat.
Nice.
The only thing it didn't come with was something to tell you what temperatures what meat should be at. But I have another meat thermometer that I had that was just a little tiny one, and I still got a piece of cardboard kicking around the drawer that says chicken breasts, 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, well,
Perfect.
so I went to check my turkey on Christmas something. Okay, are we near the thing? And all of a sudden I went like way up and over. I thought, I guess it's done.
You just let it sit in its juices. It'll be fine.
Yep, I did.
It just goes back all over again.
It's done. Take off the lid for a little bit. Let it brown up. Okay, take it out. Let it rest.
Yeah. At Christmas, we went to we did like a family before Christmas. We do it like 3-4 weeks before. And it's kind of like a potluck style. Everybody brings. But this year, we're like, okay, you get there at a certain time because snacks are served at this time, supper, and desserts. People had an idea when snacks were served, when dessert was served.
Good idea.
Because we didn't want to wait for supper. We're like, oh, somebody's still coming. So it was. And then it was like, it was too much food again. I said, next year I'm just bringing chopsticks. Good luck eating. So we make more. Spaceman, hello.
This one's got a question for you there. You already told me already, but Kenny, are you getting any storms? Spaceman's asking. You're muted, buddy.
Yeah, we got some storms here in North Carolina earlier. They pretty much passed by now, but I mean, I think it's still raining. But as far as the thunder and lightning, it's pretty much gone.
That's good. Use some rain.
It's supposed to. This stuff that we're getting, it's supposed to turn to snow sometime tonight. I think it's around midnight. I think.
Well, you can keep the snow down there then.
Yeah.
You don't want it up there.
Yeah. See you, Scott. Bye, Scott.
Have a good night, Scott.
Bye, Scott.
Yeah, he's heading to work. He got work. He got work from 7 till 7 in the morning. He one of the guys that he works with, his brother died this week, and um so the guy that he's stepping in for, he took off the whole week, and so he got that's the reason why Scott's having to work 12s.
We don't want any. The person behind me was my youngest son. Kind of sneaking off to the side there. Another cup of coffee.
He's a good chef.
He is a good cook.
Spicy, but still good. Still smell delicious.
Like mom, though, loves cooking, hates the cleanup. we kind of butt heads on that one.
Who loves a cleanup, though? Seriously, who does?
I don't, but that's why I try to clean as I go.
Yes, I know,
Like,
but
or I put
name me
things,
one person that's the thing they'll be
or
like.
I put things to soak,
Yes,
especially with things with eggs or batters or.
or cheese, or
Have a good one, Spaceman. Have a good one at work.
It works.
So, Kenny, were you scared of the storm?
Yeah, I don't. I was telling Scott, I don't do well with.
Yeah.
I don't do well with thunder, and I don't do well. And asked me, "Did you want to go out and get the boys?" I said, "This fella don't go out." "This fella don't go out of the house when it's doing that stuff." I pretty much stay. Now, if I'm like in a church building, if I'm in like a church building, if I'm in like a hospital building, or even like a grocery store where it muffles the sound really good, I'm fine with it. But it's just when the bill wherever I'm at it's not if it's not muffled good. I'm more I'd want to just go bury myself 6 feet under and not be able to hear it.
I was fine being in the store during a thunderstorm until the time I was in the middle of Walmart. I think Trevor was only a couple of years old. Couple of years old? Yeah. And the power went out, and we're in the middle of Walmart, and it went dark. Trying to find your way around, and it was like, and then you couldn't check out unless you had, not even if you had cash, because they couldn't figure out so it was a wasted trip.
That happened to me
Really?
today.
No. Sorry.
Huh?
Lily, my dad's granddaddy. His granddaddy was that way. He was the exact same way. When it started thundering, lightning, whatever, he was ready. He would literally go and hide under his bed. Under his bed. I don't know how he got underneath there, but
He found a way.
he would literally do that. I mean, I don't know.
As a child, I was afraid of them, and my mom would say, "First clap of thunder," and she'd hear my feet hit the floor, and I'd be stepping in bed until probably I was about 12, and I actually experienced a thunderstorm in the daytime and could really see it's not that bad. Then I started, wasn't.
That's the thing. If you don't see it, it's like.
Amy says she loves the thunder and lightning.
You can have my share, Amy.
Lily's grandfather was struck by lightning 2 times.
Well, that's why he was petrified. Like, holy. That's what happened to me. Steve picked me up to go to the bank. I have 2 banks to go to. He did one, and then he passed the other bank, and I said, I guess I'm not going to the other one until tomorrow. He goes, I'm not turning back. He drops me off at work. I warm up my food in the microwave. I sit down, take 2 bites. Whoosh. And I'm like, no lights. I had a window. I was like, candlelight. So I guess I'm having only half my lunch. I said, well, thank God I wasn't at the bank. I'd have been in line all that time and
Yeah.
for nothing. So then I called Steve, and he goes, he had just gotten home. And he was like, did you call me a minute ago? I said, yeah. He's like, I was just getting home. I said, do you have power? He's like, yeah. I said, oh, we just got ours on now. 15 minutes later, it's like, darn, I thought I was going home.
I was surprised when the power went out one time. I was in Walmart. I was like, but don't they have a backup generator or something to at least get the lights on?
You would think. You know when
Hey,
on the highway,
Daryl from Van City Adventure.
Hi, Daryl. You know those like lights with the reflective on the highway?
Yep.
Why can't they build emergency lights in the flooring for people when they
Follow your way to the exit. There's one over here. There's one over here.
Exactly. When you see the light turn red, Walmart is closing. Proceed to checkout. Maybe I should patent that and make money.
We got 6 minutes, and then we'll check the chicken. Maybe I'll put my rice on.
Chicken the chicken.
Chicken the chicken.
Oh.
I preheated the oven before so that. My luck, I would forget. I would turn the temperature thing on and forget to turn the other thing to bake. I did almost it up yesterday. Hello, Speedo person in Walmart. Nope, not me. Nope.
Daryl will never go to Walmart together then. Never.
One time,
hey, Dale Mitchell,
dancing around in the thunderstorm. Hello, Dale. How are you? Good to see you.
Oh, yeah. Let's give him a hug.
Miss you, buddy.
I miss you, Dale.
Dale was one of our supporters on the cruise. So, we had dinner with him a few times. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I
I
watched a
had
few.
lobster dinner with Dale.
Wow.
Well, I
Watched a
actually
few
got these.
videos.
I actually got these headphones, Daryl. Yeah.
You watched some of your videos, Dale. Of your
Uh,
yeah, miss you too. And Dale's from down under.
Is he safe and sound down under?
Daryl says you're looking stylish, Kenny.
He looks like a professional
Thanks.
gamer.
yeah, these work really good. I, they, the thing about it is that, is that the mic of these things though could pick up other sounds in the really good too.
Be careful.
But Kenny, if I say breasts, chicken breasts, nobody else hears it except for you, right?
What kind of stores do they have in Australia?
Huh?
Wait.
Have a Kmart.
Chain stores. Really don't follow.
Well, the youngins are in their bedroom, so
But you don't have this thing so loud that
they're
everybody
supposed,
can hear it.
they're supposed to be doing chores.
Chicken
But-
breast.
Yes, we're having
They're not
chicken
doing
breasts for
anything.
supper, Daryl.
I had some good old Japanese food for dinner.
You had
It
sushi?
was it was teriyaki chicken and some rice with some shrimp sauce on it, all on it. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, this has been my week to cook. I get tired of not being any organization, so. Last night it was scalloped potatoes and pork chops. Tonight's mushroom chicken and rice. Tomorrow it's easy garlic, ginger, glazed sticky pork or something like that. It's a recipe I found on the phone. Saturday I'm not
So
home.
when you cook meals, Michael, Ann, they only last one night. They don't You don't have leftovers usually.
No, not usually. See, the challenge here is my son's girlfriend usually works 5 to midnight, or 4 to midnight, or 4 to 11. So the odd time she's off at 9:30. But by the time she gets home, they unwind. Then they're up most of the night. They go to sleep like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Sleep most of the day. He gets up maybe anytime between 10 and 1. She gets up about 3 to 4. So it's like I could have leftovers in there, and unless I label them for myself, by the time I get up in the morning, they've had another meal. So, so they've eaten them, or so that's the challenge. Or that's why I started my kitchen CSI, because I would clean up the kitchen. It's nice and clean. See, the counter's clean. I have a few things that for making the. I would clean up the kitchen, and I would get up during the night or in the morning, and they cook things, and all the dishes were piled in the sink, or crumbs roll over. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start kitchen CSI. They know I do it now. My son thinks it's funny, but. Do you have Target's, Costco, Sam's Club, or the rest but Walmart? But Walmart. Oh, cool. check on the chicken, see if it's done yet. I can start to smell it.
It smells delicious. Oh,
Oh, it smells really good.
do I get to have smell-o-vision before I need to go prepare my life?
Take it a moment and check it. And give the
Well, while you take that out, Michael, and I'll give people a tip. For the people who say that their families do not like mushrooms, all I'm going to tell you. Oh, wait a minute. I have to stop right now. Delicious. Oh. I want to take some bread and just go dip it in. So for all of you people who say your family don't like mushrooms, buy dried mushrooms, put it in the blender, turn it into powder, make a roux, put the mushroom powder. You got mushroom soup without the little squiggly things of mushrooms. And people will say, this sauce is delicious. And you'll be like, it's mushroom soup, but no one will ever know. FYI. It's true. Happened to me. Okay, beautiful people. I gotta go. I have somebody coming in my basement in about 2 minutes. And I want to go download a few things before.
I'll see you then. This is going to go another 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah. So I'll see you soon, beautiful people.
Bye,
I'm so
V.
excited. You're excited with me?
We'll be over to see you, V.
I'm so excited. Yes, I'm excited. Michael Ann will just bring supper over. Me and my guests will just wait for a plate.
I'm wearing the shirt.
I'm not wearing the shirt. I forgot. Oh well. I got a red shirt. It's fine. Kenny doesn't mind. Doesn't bother Kenny if I have a red shirt, right?
Because red is my favorite color, actually.
There we go. See you soon, beautiful people.
So we're gonna put this on for another 15 minutes. So it depends on the size of your chicken breast as well. So I'm going to start my rice. I'm just doing minute rice tonight. Chicken was not quite there yet. It needs to be 170. That's only 150 on some of them. Uh-oh, where'd my comments go? There we go. See you soon, B. Well, this is good. I'm too busy to cook. Oh, I can't cook. Bye. It's very easy to make. Kenny see me do it. Throw the chicken breast in the casserole, mixed up the cream and mushroom soup, the can of mushrooms, including the juice in it, and the onion soup mix all over, pour it on top. Just gonna cook it till it's done. It's almost, but another good 10 minutes or so, and then serve it with some rice. Sounds like a quiet night tonight. I know there was a couple other lives going on.
I actually just the other day learned how to actually Amber was showing me how to work an air fryer actually, and she was telling me that most foods you can just about do anything with an air fryer.
I know one other channel I follow, and her kids love the air fryer. Like they'll throw whatever it's chicken nuggets or whatever in the air fryer and do it quickly. Or she likes doing her asparagus in the air fryer. I like sautéing mine, but I suppose if I had one, I would learn how to use it. But I'm still trying to figure out the Instapot. I used to
Well,
love to
I was telling Amber too that I was told too it's a lot healthier eating with an air fryer.
yeah, because you're not using all the oil that when you deep fry stuff. Or Busby says Kenny air fryers are awesome. Love my air fryer. Don't use as much as I should, says Amy.
Yeah.
Well, I got the Instapot because it said like you can take stuff like the meat out of the freezer because we're bad at taking out stuff for dinner, and you can put it
Yeah.
right into the Instapot and put whatever in with it and cook your stuff, and it doesn't take a long time.
Hmm.
But I've done that a few times. I do it. It's a honey garlic chicken. 1 minute, my water's boiling in my rice. A honey garlic chicken thing. And I'm not one that's big on doing long grain rice. I'm lazy. But you can do long grain rice in a short amount of time in an air fryer.
And most things you buy, uh, will tell you on the back on how to cook it with in the air fryer on what to cook it on.
I would love to know how to use my air fryer if it was big enough to actually cook in. Now that's the big thing is if you take the time, you can find a lot of recipes online. Even with the Instapot, that's where I was like, well, how do I do rice? Because they were buying long grain rice instead of the 5-minute rice, and it was like, how do I? Okay, oh, I put this amount of water and this amount of this and whatever, and then hit the rice button. Okay, and like within 20 minutes, you can rice. Oh, it's that easy. Okay. But I know V did a bunch of just things in it. And I've looked here and like there's all kinds of gadgets you can use to put in the cooking in the Instapot. I've never seen them around here. I was over in Port Huron with V at the Walmart over there, and there's all kinds of little baskets and all this stuff. So maybe next time I go to Michigan, I'm going to have to start picking up a few things rather than ordering them online. But I haven't done it in a while, but I like to bake. Take a potato, thinly slice it, toss in olive oil and garlic salt, and cook in the air fryer. And sometimes like to cheese on them. That sounds delicious. Sounds like a nice snack. So hopefully in 10 minutes that's going to be done. If it doesn't get done by the time my live is done, then I will show you on V's. Mike's trying to watch, but his internet's not cooperating. Okay, sorry to hear that.
He must be having internet issues.
That's
So I know what that's like.
Cut it close.
I've definitely had them here. I've definitely had them here in this neck of the woods, in the mountain areas, and the cell service is terrible here too. The signal for cell service.
Depending on the cell service too, what company has a satellite. They're not satellite.
Especially when I'm trying to take care of personal business over the phone. Well, if you can't get no cell service or internet service, how do people expect you to take care of stuff over the phone?
That would be frustrating. Nobody's have landlines anymore.
No, well, I will say I do have an aide that used to work with me when I was in elementary and middle school and part of high school.
Finally.
She she actually had to graduate or actually had to retire. Um, she had to retire my second half of my sophomore year of high school, but anyway, she, believe it or not, she still today has a landline phone.
Wow. Not too many people do. Maybe a few older people, but
Yeah, well, she has a landline plus she's got a cell phone too. But I don't see how people could afford both at the same time.
I gave
Yeah,
up ours. We're living in the house of probably maybe 10 years ago because, well, I had a package that was internet, cable, and um, phone. And it was costing me an arm and a leg for. So I ended up letting that go just to cut. Yep. Yeah, just pinning B's link in there.
hey, fairy dust.
In 7 minutes, it's pinned to the top, so in 7 minutes we can go do Michael and Spawn Mama Raid on Call Me B. She's got a special guest tonight. She's interviewing a fellow Canadian, so I'm looking forward to hearing that. I was fortunate enough to meet her guest at M22. It's really smelling good now. Holy smokes. I'm just going to take a check to see whether it's finished or not. I can really smell it now. Oh, come on, here. The lip on my oven mitt didn't want to come off the hook. Let's take a check here, see if we're. We're getting there. We're getting there. Come on.
It's going good, fairy dust. Just taking it pretty much one day at a time, basically. Hey, manic
Anything here?
mechanic. Hey, I just say Andy. I hope I put that. I hope that was
Yeah.
Andy. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all probably haven't heard. But yeah, my dad actually had to be transported to a hospital yesterday.
I see you mentioning that in somebody's chat.
It was that Facebook group, the
Oh,
Kenny support team,
okay. That's where I see it.
and I yeah, his sodium levels were dangerously low. They were below 118, and they said it's so they're trying to figure out why his sodium levels Now his sodium levels are out of whack because he's they've been giving him those big pitcher cups. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
Michael Ian? The cups of water and ice, and he's been drinking those, but like crazy. They told him today that it's because they said he wasn't drinking enough water, but I don't know how you could not say that because he been I mean he's been drinking those things like crazy, and they come by his room and fill it 2, 3, 4, 5 different times throughout the day.
So there's the chicken breasts,
Ooh, that looks yummy.
and there's the sauce. So, but my rice isn't quite done. So what I usually do is I put some rice on the plate, put the chicken on there, and dump some of the juice over top. So I'm gonna let that sit there until my rice finishes up. And then we can go over to Call Me Bees and I'll show you what the final product looks like.
Yeah, Fairy Dust, he's been in there. They took him yesterday. And he's been in there all overnight and all through today, and I think they're gonna keep him tonight. They've been giving him IVs to try to get his sodium levels back up. I've been learning some stuff from Troy S. because I knew that he would know this stuff. See, sodium is what helps the body to produce the heartbeat.
Between sodium and potassium, help your heart muscle do the contraction and that. And if your sodium levels get off, it can mess around with your heart. So it's a concern to be.
Yeah, and also what I found out the biggest issue is with low sodium levels, you can actually go into a seizure in like a split second.
Yeah.
You can be sitting still talking 1 minute, and then the next minute you're having a seizure, or you can have a stroke. Your blood vessels can pop and.
Yeah, so if you're peeing out all your sodium or potassium or sweating it out and not replacing it, and that things get out of whack. So
Yeah.
So
they're trying to figure out now. They're trying to figure out what to do. Figure out why he's. See, they took some samples of his urine, and they said that his urine was as clear as like water. I mean, it was just like water.
So that's a good indication that he's well hydrated. Because the more hydrated you are, the clearer your urine should be. Your urine shouldn't be dark yellow. It should be pale yellow, almost clear.
This didn't have no yellow in it at all. It was just like you went to a faucet and got water out of a faucet. What does that mean?
It should indicate that he's well hydrated. And you say he's been coming around, he's been drinking water, so they're probably gonna look at somewhere else where he may be losing the sodium.
Yeah, he's retaining fluid somewhere.
Okay, folks, and I didn't get a chance to say hello to Manic Mechanic, Kathleen Klein. Hello, Crystal Destinations Delight. It's time. It's 7:00. It's time to head over to Call Me Bee. Links at the top. I'll see you guys over there. Thank you for coming in, and we'll see you next week. We'll talk about one of the essential oils. I don't remember off the top of my head which one it is. Love you guys. Thanks for your support. Talk to you later. Bye for now.